What is going on, guys? So we are here in the Jetta, and I thought I would make the video kind of explaining my thoughts on turboing the 2.0 versus buying a 1.8 turbo. And I kind of think it comes down to you as a person. Sounds kind of cheesy, but are you willing to like build a car and maintain a car to the level of, like, I don't know, just actually like touching the engine, risking blowing up the engine with a turbo, and all of that kind of stuff? Are you willing to do that stuff? If you are, then maybe building a 2.0 would be your thing, and if you're not, maybe getting a 1.8 turbo, that would be totally fine. The 1.8 turbo makes more power, it's more efficient, it's already turboed from factory, and it has better performance abilities than the 2.0. That is a multi-valve head. This is just a single valve head, so it's got one intake, one exhaust, and then the 1.8 turbo has 3 intake and 2 exhaust, so there's a lot more airflow in and out, so it spools turbos faster. It gets a bigger charge of air and fuel into the combustion chamber, and it runs a lot more efficient than a 2.0 ever will. But I don't know, it's just a fun little project. You can make the car yours if you want to say that, and yeah, it's cool. Let's take a look at my car and kind of just go over what I did to get it turboed and running how it is currently.
Left to me, like my senses, they're still killing me. I can't breathe, I can't breathe.
So basically, for turboing a car, you're gonna need 4 main things. So the turbo, the exhaust manifold, a tune, and the fueling stuffs, injectors, and also a fuel pump, or something along those lines, and you can successfully turbo a car. What we have here is the 2.0 engine that I built. We've got forged rods and forged pistons that are 1mm overbore, just so we could start with a fresh surface on the block. So we've got pistons, rods, bearings. The crank is still the same, we just sent it to get refreshed at the machine shop. The head was decked and surfaced and all of that stuff, but other than that, the head is completely stock. So gotta kind of stay off the high revingness of the engine, so we don't float a valve. The turbo's right back here. We have the SPA turbo manifold. It is an externally gated turbo setup, and then it comes through. The initial pipes are 2-inch all the way down through the intercooler, and then jumps up to 2.5-inch the rest of the way. And we have the US Rally team, or usually sideways rally team, I guess I should say, intake manifold. Unfortunately, they are discontinued. We have the Bosch Green Giant injectors. They are like 440cc injectors, and I'm still running the stock fuel pump, which runs the car just fine. I did go ahead and install an NXS manual boost controller, just so we can turn up and turn down the boost fairly easily, just right here. The tune is the C2 Stage 2, which for lower compression engines, and that's basically it. Just got to know what is needed to complete like a turbo kit. You're also going to need something to kind of monitor. So a lot of people put like oil pressure gauges, wideband gauges, air temperature gauges and stuff like that, little fuel pressure gauges, just little stuff so you can monitor all these new parameters that you're introducing to your car. And you're basically good. A boost gauge as well. So I have mine here. So We've got the wideband Innovate, I don't like the MTXL or something, wideband gauge, and then just a cheap little boost gauge right there. And that is very, very minimal on the gauges. I should probably have some more, like an oil pressure gauge and all of that stuff, so I can kind of keep track of some more stuff in the car. You're just gonna have all kinds of new stuff to just monitor, and if you can monitor it, your car should be totally fine. Just do it safely and you're good to go. So yeah, I like it. It worked for me. I like mechanical stuff like that, so it wasn't too big of an issue or hassle for me. It is difficult, but I think it was worth it in the end.